Were you able to notice some repetition and rhyme in that song? I hope so. I wrote down a couple of them, so we'll see if you notice the same ones as me. The chorus of the song, which is the part you repeat, that was repetition. They said, it's good to be me, it's good to be you, it's good to be me. They repeated that. So they actually repeated the phrase, and then that whole thing they repeated over and over again. And some of the rhyming I noticed was when he said neat and heartbeat, be and me, was, because. Those were rhyming word pairs. And remember, we talked about those words, like in songs, you can't have the words right next to each other, like walker talker. But in that song, they had them separated. So neat and heartbeat weren't right next to each other. So you can listen to the phrases. So if you notice those, high five yourself. You rock. Okay, so now I want to read to you 3 poems. It is from this book called Where the Sidewalk Ends by one of my favorite, but he is my favorite poet, Shel Silverstein. This is my copy of my book I had when I was a kid growing up. So it was really fun to get to find it and pick out some poems to read to you guys. The first one I want to read to you is really funny. This is going to be recorded with permission from HarperCollins, by the way, all of these poems. So the first one, I want you to look for both literary devices, both repetition and rhyme. Okay, we'll see if we can spot them together. Here is the silly picture. And I think I can probably read it with the picture showing. Here we go. This is called Ickle Me, Pickle Me, Tickle Me Too. Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Went for a ride in a flying shoe. Hooray, what fun! It's time we flew, said Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Ickle was captain and Pickle was crew, and Tickle served coffee and mulligan stew. As higher and higher and higher they flew, Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Ickle me, tickle me, ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too, over the sun and beyond the blue. Hold on, stay in, I hope we do, cried Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too, never returned to the world they knew, and nobody knows what's happened to dear Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. There they are in the boot, flying away. Okay. Wow, there was so many literary devices in that poem. Let's break it down. First of all, the title has rhyming in it. Ickle, pickle, tickle. And it has repetition. Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Ickle me, pickle. It's so hard to say. I just want to stop and say you guys should try saying this over and over again. It's really funny. Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. You see how many times that's repeating? Okay, whenever I talk about repetition, I like to say repetition, 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 because it's saying something over and over. Okay, now let's talk about the rhyme. So we talked about ickle, pickle, and tickle. But also, if we look at the ends of the lines, then we can notice there's rhyming words. Let me read the first stanza again. Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Went for a ride in a flying shoe. What were the 2 rhyming words? To, shoe. And then let's go to the next one. It says, Ickle was captain and Pickle was crew. And Tickle served coffee and mulligan stew. What were the 2 rhyming words? Crew and stew. High five yourself. You guys just did awesome. That is a really silly poem. Okay. Let's read another one. Spaghetti. Spaghetti, spaghetti all over the place, up to my elbows, up to my face. Over the carpet and under the chairs, into the hammock and wound round the stairs. Filling the bathtub and covering the desk, making the sofa a mad mushy mess. The party is ruined, I'm terribly worried. The guests have all left unless they are buried. I told them bring presents. I said throw confetti. I guess they heard wrong because they all threw spaghetti. Another very silly poem. Wow, that was rhyming the whole time. Let's look at a couple of them. Spaghetti, spaghetti all over the place, up to my elbows and up to my face. The rhyming words are place and face. Let's go to the next stanza. I told them bring presents. I said throw confetti. I guess they heard wrong because they all threw spaghetti. Confetti and spaghetti. And the cool thing about this poem is actually the rhyming word is what caused the mix-up here. Okay, and this last one I'm going to read. I actually picked it out because it reminded me of a new movie that just came out called Onward, a new Disney movie. So if you've seen Onward, then you might know what I'm talking about. This is called Dancing Pants. And now for the dancing pants, doing their fabulous dance. From the seat to the pleat, they will bounce to the beat, with no legs inside them and no feet beneath. They'll whirl and twirl and jiggle and prance, so just start the music and give them a chance. Let's have a big hand for the wonderful, marvelous, super sensational, utterly fabulous, talented dancing pants. Okay, let's identify a couple of the rhyming words. And now for the dancing pants. Doing their fabulous dance. Pants, dance. Those rhyme. From the seat to the pleat, they will bounce to the beat. Pleat, beat. Those are more rhyming words. Awesome job, you guys. So that's all of the poems I'm going to read to you. So now is the exciting part. You and I are going to make our own poems. So go to the next slide and I'm going to tell you what your activity is going to be.